Or the slow. Flash. 30.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying there, guys. Main problem with my microphone lately. I might need to get a new one. Don't know what the hell's going on. If you notice on my other live stream, Aaron I had to jump at my own chat a couple of times because the audio would get mucking up. Don't know why.
Distraction.
As I was just setting it up again the second time, the GhostBox saying kill, murder, kill who?
Bring it off. Lady can also.
I will get to make my coffee in a minute. Well, I've got 3 Microsoft Offices. Microsoft Explorer open for. This fucking computer's really slow as hell. Why let me share the link out?
End of.
Yeah, I think my microphone's on the way out. And the webcam microphone is knackered. Keeps bringing out kind of a weird pitched voice sound. Oh, I'll just go and make my coffee. Back in a few minutes.
She said again. Understand.
It's the game.
Strikes midnight.
The mind. Struck this. Glory.
Found an error. It's what it is.
Of the group.
Great job.
Exhale.
Yes. Which
Right, these over here. Move that ball out of the way. Up there.
had changed the hell?
Function.
And
Take 2 meter.
Drive her up
Here.
here.
DC box.
With red.
DC box ain't working.
Golden.
well,
What's of this?
to be.
The battery's flat. Let me find the factory. I don't know what I've done with them. At least the Xbox is picking me up, so that shows it's working. Right, here's a battery.
Construction.
Yeah, I need do a new construction of a DC box, I think, if I can find the parts.
Piled up.
I'll never.
I'll go in.
Right, new battery in there.
Peaceful man.
Suddenly it all.
Right, let's go make my coffee. You can stop in and out, or you'll stay out here.
You're not. What do you say?
On the right. Dwell.
You did. October 20.
Right, I've moved the Xbox Kinect over this side, so it doesn't pick me up as easy. Not saying we're going to get anything, but we do, we don't. Give it about an hour, see if we get anything. If not, then in the stream early. I need to check on eBay how much a new scratch thing.
To be.
So a scratch frame's completely knackered.
I am right.
And walk.
For the Are you guys hearing me okay? 'Cause I'm not sure if the audio's still working or not. Yeah.
But I have two.
Thing is, those bloody cat frames can be bloody expensive. About £40-50 for them.
Hello, road.
Mind you, she has had that one for like a year and a half, 2 years. It's completely knackered. Oh, hello everyone. How you doing? Hello, my human friends and my spirit friends. Can't really talk. I don't know why, but my throat's gone a bit weird tonight. Maybe because I put a bit too much salt and pepper in my chicken and chips. I don't know. Good to see you, Laurie. Sorry, I don't know where your whipping stick is. I'm not going to look for that tonight.
If you wish.
Might have to dig out one of my old ghost boxes and sell it on eBay or something. Or privately get the money for a scratch frame.
He had.
Don't want to sell my gear though, that's the only thing.
Adoption.
Um,
As I am. The failure.
so I'm not reading chat at the moment.
Produce.
If anyone's here in this room with me, would you like to come and show yourself? So, ow, that hurts. Ah, feels like an impact at the left of my.
Square 8. And
Full block.
Snake. I don't know snakes in here. Thank you very much.
And it has nothing.
Oops, that meant to go in the comment bit. So why did that go there? A few ratings.
Flickered. What?
We had an interesting conversation with Aaron and Simon James last night. If you haven't seen it, guys, it's worth watching. Talking about mystical creatures, such as like Abominable Snowman, Yeti, Bigfoot, Cooper Charles, Skinwalker, other different weird kind of creatures. So you haven't seen it, go and check it out. It was only 3 hours and 34 minutes. Go and check it out. Yeah, me, Aaron and Rusty. That's what I said. I think. Come and show yourself. Come and sit in the chair behind me. Let me put it straight. Yeah, look, there's a chair there for you to come and sit on.
All right.
Look, you cat. I'm talking about the
Okay.
I said Rusty. I said me, Rusty, and Aaron. I think you're going deaf, Charmy. Have you got your package yet, Charmy? The bracelet and the necklace. You might not be able to hear me now, Will, because my throat's gone really dry for some reason.
Okay.
Oh, Simon James, yeah, sorry, yeah. Well, I mean, we did do one with Simon James the other night as well. With just me and Simon James. When was that? What night was that? That was that was last week, wasn't it? But me and Rusty and Aaron did one the other night as well, and last night.
Also,
Why have I got two YouTube pages open at the same time? And that ever occurred?
underneath.
When was the night me and Simon did one?
Is the day for
Oh, that was a week ago, Simon James and me. The one that me and Rusty and Aaron done was last night and 3 days ago.
and a man.
Yeah, it might take a couple of weeks actually. Fucking post. They did say like 5 to 7 days. But mind you, you're not in America, are you? You're a different part, so it might take a bit longer. They might own it up over there and like go through the customs and check it and all that kind of stuff.
Answer.
Kind of these spirits in here want to communicate. Come and sit on that chair next to me, behind me. Won't harm you. This device I've got on will pick you up as a stick figure. I may not see you, but the camera will, but not as what you are. It'll pick you up as a stick figure. I've had spirits do it before. Come and do it tonight. Oh my God, parcel strike. Typical. Oh well, it'll get there soon, I hope. I'm not picking you up because I'm drinking my coffee. Just don't you start, cat.
Feel separate.
I'm not picking you up. I'm drinking my coffee. Go and sit down. I ain't having theirs all over my coffee. Ask them to buy a new scratch frame for you. Go on, go. Meow, meow, quick frame. Meow, quick frame, please. Meow. 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 They can't see anyway because the camera's not facing down here. Tammy's going to get something in a minute. She keeps on. Chucked out in the hallway. So I go and pick her up. She run.
Water.
Water? Is that what I need to drink? Is water? Or do you need water? There's a squirt thing over there. Squirt that, you get water. What's water for you? What does water do for you?
The series.
Swung back.
Did you die in water?
And a disease.
Hello, Monty.
Fireman.
Actually, let's see if I know. Not this channel, the what's it called? The Patreon. It's up as a test really anyway, so following me on this, I might close that down soon. Can you do it again, please?
Closed. Hear it?
Guys, I'll tell you one thing, right? If you're into the Xbox, you can get Xbox Kinect really cheap now. All you need to do is get one and then buy the actual plug-in adapter to plug into the mains and into the USB port off eBay, and you'll have a complete setup for less than like £15. Because the software you download off Microsoft. I could have got another Xbox Kinect the other day for about £5. Then all I had to do was buy the adapter. But I don't really need it because I've got 2 Xbox 360 Kinects and the Xbox One. Next time we might do the Xbox One Kinect if I can find the adapter for it.
Justified.
Right, Ian.
About the way.
Come and show yourself. Come and sit next to the cat. Play with the cat. Stroke her. Come on. See, if that picked up the cat, that'd still be picked up. But whatever that was, I don't think it was the cat. Before I finish, I'll show you some toys I found outside yesterday. I found 4 toys. There was a bag full of them. I bought 4 home. And I decided to eat my dinner, and I thought I'd go out and get the other back, the other bunch, which was outside, down the road to me. And I went to get them, they'd all gone. So someone picked them up. Bag full of teddy bears. I did pick up 2 teddy bears, a weird fucking like other toy, and a raggy doll kind of thing. I've got to repair 2 of them. So I've got the stuffing coming out. Hi, Wells.
No judge.
Okay.
That is.
One.
I will post me
At least.
PayPal if anyone wants to make a donation for any reason for me or for the cat. No, so I don't like asking, but it's only up to you. It's your choice.
Fly.
On the right.
What you looking at, you nosy looking cat?
Left
You're
me.
getting fat. Is the cat getting fat spirits? Yes or no?
He's sick.
Sick. www. Well, you sick of the web, are you? I don't even know that bloody PayPal and it works anyway. So I'm posting it, but I don't know if it works.
Bring to purpose.
Available.
I don't know.
Find the
Contents.
thing.
If anyone does, I'm not going to say who, what, when, where.
The road was
In flash.
Marshall.
Yes.
curved about.
Rather.
Noble. Which is the
Yeah, I think that link ain't working.
Good night.
Should be.
It's not.
Chicken.
Please.
Yeah, it does work. Paste the link by itself without the other text.
Able to get.
And that's only if you want to, yeah? I'm not forcing you. I'd rather do it that way than through Super Chat, actually. Super Chat's taking too much money. I'll be posting that up on my YouTube link every time I do a live stream, I think, from now on.
What you think?
So I've had a few people over the past saying, well, you know, if we was to donate to you, we don't want to donate through Super Chat because we know you get 30% taken out. So how do we do it? So you say like PayPal.
Turn down.
Hello, Paradolls. How's it going? What time is it?
Please.
What time did I start? About half hour ago.
There's
Well, we've had one hit on the Xbox. One hit. Can you come and do that again?
blood come.
Or was it the cat that set it off? Can the Xbox Kinect pick up a cat motion? Just said cat. So was it the cat then? Thing is, I ain't got no applications on the new phones yet, or the tablet. Not had time to download them. Well, I have, but I don't want to be flooding my phone with applications again.
Count Dracula.
Count Dracula, fancy that. We was talking about Count Dracula last night. Does Count Dracula exist? Did he exist? Vampire? Did Dracula exist? Did vampires exist?
Stuff.
Was you listening to our conversation last night?
There's a lot of.
I'm using the AfterLife box as a GhostBox and the Xbox Kinect for the sensor.
But he thought.
Castle Dracula, it just said. Yeah, we was talking about Castle Dracula yesterday. What other castle we was talking about? Someone that went round collecting dead bodies and making a living body out of one. What's that person's name? Who we was talking about for a little while.
Definitely know it.
Begins with F. Do you know what his name is?
The
first one.
I'll tell you the last part of his name. Stein. What's his full name? Something Stein. That came out with his full name. That'd be amazing.
coming.
No, it's PC version only. It's not Android. It's PC. Extreme Softwares, I think it is. Let me check. Yeah, Extreme Software.
Naturally, I
Use only.
I died.
It was cool.
Where is it?
Stick.
Flash.
I think I ain't got it there anymore.
Isle of the
It's called the Infinity Box. No, it ain't. What's it called? AfterLife Box. Have they got it free? Hang on, let me see if they've got it free. So I'm not seeing it in their section at the moment.
Oh.
President.
Right, you can get it free now. If you want AfterLife Box free, you can go to their link. Spirit Radio, I've already got. They got free applications. I was thinking about getting the Angeluses, but I don't know.
Instructions.
It's a new application there. Bloody screen's not loading up properly. Looks interesting, the new GhostBox, but I'm not going to keep spending that $15 for it unless someone wants to buy it for me.
Done.
Got some weird features on it. It's got a Sanctuous talk, which you can put into different languages.
The old lady. Easy in my
And stuff.
for more.
This is their new GhostBox app. That's their new GhostBox, but it's like $16, which I ain't going to be paying. So I've got ITC video imaging application. I got a Spectrum ITC imaging.
But I had
Oh, I've got next to your spirit box.
just before.
Here.
That was my network.
I must be. Three.
This web browsers. Yeah, I've got XTS.
Trusted.
Radio up.
Anyone around want to say hello? Come and say hello. Sit in the chair. So conversation. My YouTube is really running slow at the moment.
Flash.
How dare you ask to be a moderator? For that, I'm going to have to
It pointed.
time you out and kick your butt. Yeah, I've made you moderator. I think I can trust you. You've been on here a few times.
Put down my. See.
We'll have to do a stream one day. We're up for it. Together, you know, with some dolls. Talk about our dolls.
Mine was
Life.
Get our favourite ones out and tell each other where we got them from and what kind of activity we got from them if you want. If you're up for that one night. So if you're up to having a
Station.
stream with me one night and talking about dolls and showing your favourite doll and explain where you got it from and what kind of like activity she gives you, that'd be an interesting little stream.
It's close.
I've probably got that. I've probably got over, I know I got over 150. What made you get dolls? I only started off with one doll at first from a charity shop. And the only reason why I got that because I saw a few people doing experiments with dolls. Oh, something just gone down the back of my spine. No, that cold feeling like icy water. Ugh. And I own the Extreme Haunted doll, the famous one, Amelia. Post a link to that video if you've done a video on her. You can post your YouTube link in here. So if you've got the link to Amelia, post it in and I'll check it out later.
And to worry.
Well, I might be able to do it. Hold on.
Decipher.
Glory.
I won the doll. Once. Let's put this one up. So what, you get Amelia from Eva? I won a haunted doll. That's the I won the haunted doll. ID 2225B. I don't know what that means.
The word.
That need.
Nadia.
The man hit the man.
Hold in it.
What are your thoughts?
Cool way you put the songs on. I don't know how you do that to add songs onto your YouTube. Communication with haunted dolls part 7 to landing up right near the edge of like my cabinet, because like if there is something attached to those dolls and they kind of like manipulate the device and
Mothers.
knock that device on the floor, it's going to smash the screen. So I won't do that. I'd rather put them on the bed, in the middle of the bed, and do it, you know. Any spirits around? Want to come and say hello? Why is my feed keep going? Should be 720 HD in Hawley.
If so.
The boy said.
Just to bring the TV around a little bit.
Pursue this.
Hi, Jackie. Next time I'll probably do the Xbox One Kinect, but I need to find a cable for it. I'm not sure what I've done with the plug cable.
Raised up.
So I'll have to get more people on here, but the thing is, you know, you've got the trolls who will follow you around and start causing problems. So I've got to be careful on who I have on here. So I don't want other people being affected from my channel. I did buy a brand new battery for this phone the other day and it ain't bloody working now.
Hardly.
Yeah, we've been targeting.
Bondage.
I can't get this damn thing open.
Over it.
Why do you keep asking for water? What do you need water for?
Green glade.
Right, let's see if this battery's going to work. It should work. Brand new fucking battery. Battery ain't working. Let's see if it works with a charger connected. Something just went dong or ding.
Coming from.
Hello, Kyle Yates.
Again.
Welcome to the channel. Please be nice and respectful to everyone. Because you don't, my moderators will kick your ass out. Right, it says the battery's charging. I'm going to let it charge overnight. If it don't work, I'm going to send the bloody thing back and complain.
Here.
As soon as I put the case back on,
Able to get it.
So
I
quick.
can't do nothing. Right, let's just leave that there. So what just went blink or blonk on my phone? Contents.
I'm in.
Okay.
On the deck.
Play here on.
A who shot.
Yeah.
Against the wall.
The notice.
Against
When I can't.
You did.
For the
justify.
Blue collar.
said.
Wind top.
Put her to the
Relation.
welcome. Slow start.
Federal judge.
Climbed over.
Until now.
I like to try to get Sarah Hilton, White Noise Paranormal on here one night. Pick her bones. Well, not pick her bones, but pick her brains. I don't think this battery's working. I'm going to have to. So,
Fitting.
I'm going to go and get those toys that I picked up from outside yesterday. I know there's nothing attached to them, but I just want to show you them. At least I don't think there's nothing attached to them.
Coach.
I wish I brought the whole bag home actually, but I had stuff in my hands and I couldn't carry it. It's too heavy. When I went to get it, they're gone. At least I've got 4.
Again.
He mum.
You stink.
We were talking.
Right, let's bring the webcam over. What's that gone flying on the floor? Something's gone flying on the floor and I can't see what. Oh, it was that little crappy phone.
Oh,
Right, so these are the ones I picked out the bag. There was a big noddy one there, which I was going to bring. Get, but I didn't. Put my hat on because I'm kind of like embarrassed on my forehead. It's like that.
Which is
Psoriasis. Well, eczema. Psoriasis, eczema, whatever. Why my bloody screen keep going blocky?
Along the sin.
It's on HD. Oh no. Yeah, there's a big noddy doll which I was going to try to bring home, but I thought no, leave them there. I'll just bring a couple of small ones home, which I did. Then I like had my dinner and I thought I'd go back out and grab the rest of them. But when I went out, the whole bag on his foot. And this is a Howard's one. Just think how much Howard's teddy bears are. I don't know, but let's have a look. See how much a Howard's teddy bear is. Right.
True.
My computer is running so goddamn slow. I've done a complete clean out today.
For the night.
Oh, while I'm waiting for. Oh,
Harry.
there we go. Howard's teddy bear.
Fristy.
Howard's brown teddy bear. Wow, same one. I'm seeing one similar to this, £20.
He took it.
20 quid.
English only.
£9.50. It's one with a red and white top on, $39.99. 14. They range from about $4.99 up to 25 quid for that one. This one also has a hole in his toe, so I'm going to have to try to sew that up somehow.
More pack.
Got a little bit of dirt on his face as well, where it kind of probably like hit the what's name the ground. Don't know. I think there might be like a walking stick or something attached to him. I don't know. Don't know what the hell that is. So I picked him up. Then I picked another little teddy bear up. No tag on this one. Be another Howard's, but I don't know.
The British.
Also,
It smells a bit musky, this one.
Not able.
A Vauxhall. Corsa. Do a Corsa search. Let's see. No. Corsa. Let's see. Corsa Simon toy.
So do.
Jesus Christ, 8 quid for that on eBay. Cheapest one is like 8 quid. Well, actually, no, there's one $4.99 bids. So I'll probably save myself about 20, 30 quid on toys if I was to buy them. I didn't. They was outside in the box. Well, not in a box, but in a bag. But that one needs repairing underneath the foot, and that one needs repairing. I don't know what one that is. Not seeing one.
Wait a minute, babe.
One pedal.
More.
Well, the best thing is not to really communicate with them. If you want to communicate with them, the best way to do it is like, you know, protect yourself by doing a prayer. You know, get some blessed water, holy salt, and a Bible to be on the safe side. And just let's turn the GhostBox off for a minute. If I was new into the paranormal, yeah, but if I was new and I wanted to try to communicate with any spirit was here, like when my dad died, you know, I had an EVP recorder and I was kind of like nervous in doing it. But I had my little Nokia E5 and I said, there's any spirits in this house who wish to communicate with me, can you speak on this device and let me know who you are, give me a message, say anything you need to say. And I gave him like 30 seconds and the first EVP came out with my dad's voice saying, Stephen, love you, son. And that's the first ever EVP. And, you know, that was my dad's voice, 100%. So, like, that's kind of what got me into the paranormal. So I wanted to find out a lot more on how we can communicate with, like, you know, loved ones, family, friends, even like strangers, I suppose, because like even strangers have things they need to pass on, you know, stories or need help. So the best way to do it is get an EVP recorder, you know, have a Bible, blessed water and salt with you, do the Lord's Prayer to start off with, you know, as a protection, and then just kind of sit in the quiet and just ask a few questions. You know, you ain't got to ask like 101 questions. Just say like, hello, if anyone's here, can you say your name? Or can you make a sound? Can you knock? And then give it like 30 seconds and hope they like either say something, which you may or may not hear, or you might hear a sound. And then the next one is saying like, are you of a friendly spirit or a negative spirit? If you're friendly, please say friendly. If you're negative, do not reply, because I do not want to communicate with anything negative. And state that, you know, you do not want to communicate with any negative beings, spirit people. So I'd actually say that before I actually do an EVP, actually. I'll say, right, I want to communicate with whoever's in here, but I do not want to communicate with anything evil or demonic. I am protected by the Lord, and, you know, wear a crucifix as well as you can. Then get an EVP recorder and just ask 1 or 2 questions. Give it at least about 30 seconds before you ask the next question, and then play it back after. And if you get to think, then you'll know or not, you know. But even still, like, even if you don't give nothing the first time, they might be too afraid to actually communicate with you. So they may not want to scare you because they know that, you know, communicating with you will actually scare you. But that's how I'd do it anyway. I've done it with an EVP recorder. The night when I got GhostBox and K2 meters and stuff like that. And I've been doing it 6 years and I have been attacked a few times. So it is kind of like, can be a little bit dangerous in communicating with spirits because you don't know who you're communicating with. You know, you might even get someone who sounds nice and friendly on an EVP or GhostBox, and you may communicate with that same spirit for, you know, weeks on end, and that spirit's going to try to build up your trust. And once he feels like he's built your trust up, you know, he could die or she could be like something really negative and demonic and start causing you a lot of crap. So, I'll be careful, to be honest with you. I know we all are trying to find, what's going on the other side, if there is another side, if we are talking to spirits. No, it's not even 100% sure that we are talking to spirits. We could be talking to something from another dimension that knows everything that knows of people who may have died. They may know everything about a person who died, but it doesn't mean that we're talking to that person. It could be someone from another dimension. Hell, we could be talking to cloaked aliens for all we fucking know. But when we actually see things, manifestations, people do say that again could be like a spirit or of another kind of like human coming through a portal, a dimension or something, yeah? So, when we do see something, it doesn't mean that they're 100% ghosts. When we're communicating with spirits, we are actually opening a portal. And if we don't close those portals, we tend to let anything in. You may even be bringing in demonic spirits. You could be bringing in something non-human, and you don't want that. You don't want a non-human spirit through you. So you're well and truly screwed. I'll tell you that for one thing. Yeah. Don't use a Ouija board on your own. I do. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for 5 years. The Ouija board. But I would advise you not to use a Ouija board on your own, because you've got no one there to help you and protect you and probably pull you out of any kind of possession or anything, yeah. But, doing an EVP, I suppose, would probably be okay. But even with an EVP or GhostBox, you're opening the portal. So you've got to be damn well careful on what you're doing. So that's my advisement to you anyway. Shall run out of coffee. No, I also got this little one. This is I use for my pendulum. And I've got a Ouija board over there on the table. I've got about 4 or 5 Ouija boards that I use sometimes. Not all in one go, but whatever I fancy using, I use. But, just be bloody careful. No, I use this planchette that I made myself. I made that one myself, actually. Not a bad little planchette. Bit kind of like out of shape, but it still works perfectly. I'm not going to do a Ouija board tonight because I've got too much of a headache right now. But always, make sure you're protected. I have over there bottles of blessed water, blessed salt. I have got a Bible, but I've left that in the kitchen. Yeah. Well, there's a blessed salt anyway. Blessed water. I've got blessed salt somewhere. I tend to put things down, keep losing damn things. I've even got a little spray bottle of blessed water. So if I feel like there's something negative around, I can just walk around and spray it instead of fighting around. It's easier to spray. It's a little bottle like this that I use to, if I'm doing a house cleansing or trying to get rid of any kind of negative spirit, then I use that bottle, or I use that one, just to dab myself on the back of the neck and the forehead. So that's where they tend to try to attach themselves, on the back of the neck, and sometimes in the front of your forehead. Lucky my drink didn't go flying over then. My can was leaning right like that. It's half filled still. So yeah, just be careful on what you're doing. I've lost my black millimeter, which has got the K2 built into it. That's disappeared. Where that's gone, I do not know. I'm just wondering if I might have knocked it in a box and thrown the box away. Some, you know, like an old garbage box, which I was sorting a load of stuff out, and I threw a load of stuff in this box. And I'm just wondering that where I was sorting everything out, I may have accidentally like knocked it in the box and threw the box away. And I ain't going to be able to get another one. You know, they cost like £200 to buy those millimeters with a K2. Why is my YouTube is really slow tonight? So yeah, I'm just using that for now. I've got the black one with the K2 meter, but so where that's gone, I don't know. No, I need to get a new one of these, the GhostMeter Pro 4s, GhostMeter Pros with their 4 green LEDs, because I do communicate with spirits through this as well. Damn button's not working. And the on and off button just does not work. And it's just not turning on. There it is, but you can't hear the buzzer working on it. So you can't do nothing. Mode 4 is good for communicating, but it's just like completely knackered now. So there's a few things I need to get to, you know, continue doing the stuff I used to do. I need to get another one of those. You might not have seen that actually, but the button just does not turn on. No, just doesn't turn on whatsoever. And when it does work, I've only got one LED that works up there, and the volume on the buzzer doesn't work. So that's knackered. I have fixed it once, but the same thing happened to it again. But yeah, I don't know what happened to my black millimeter. That completely disappeared. No idea where that's gone. I've looked everywhere that I might have put it, and it's not there. I've even pulled all that lot out. It's not in there. So where it's gone, nobody knows. I've either thrown it away accidentally, or spirit might have taken it and taken it through another dimension. And apparently spirits can take things. You know, that's where people tell stories where like their car keys have gone missing, or their mobile phone's gone missing, or a piece of jewelry's missing. And sometimes it comes back in another location, another time, you know, like a day or two later, you know, kind of thing. Some people never see them again. I've had a phone go missing and never found it again. When I was in temporary accommodation over at Hall Place in Mitcham. I've had times where my phone was completely full of charge, and I've used one application, and suddenly the phone flat as a doornail within like 5 minutes. I do not know where that black millimeter's gone. I've looked all up on the wardrobe. I've looked all over there, where the boxes are and everything, over on that side, where the mess is. Checked all over there, it's not over there. Checked down there, it's not anywhere. I've even checked that down there at the back over there, it's not over there. I checked in the living room, it's not in the living room, it's not in the kitchen. So where the hell it's gone, I don't know. But that's one thing I need to, probably would have to replace, so I needed it again. And then the GhostMeter Pro I'd probably have to replace again. So you're talking about 300 quid for the two. And I ain't got 300 quid for the two. Catch you later, dolls. See you later. So we didn't get much on the Xbox, I'm afraid. We had one hit, and that was it. Can't expect things to happen every night, as I say. But at least we did have one small hit on it. Had a few things come through the GhostBox. But yeah, nothing major. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to have a little go on Just Survive, the zombie game I was talking about last night. And go and hunt some zombies and try to find some deer, wolf and bear to kill. So not sure when I'm on next. I know I'm going to be doing another one with, hopefully with Rusty and Aaron next week, but I will probably be on before then. Probably do another doll session. There's some more dolls from Roses I want to pull out. I don't think I'll bother with them small ones, so I don't think this name attached to those small ones, to be honest with you. I'm not getting much coming from them. So I'm getting a message from Sarah Hilton. Well, I just had a private message, but it's not coming up as a private message. That's weird. So Sarah Hilton, White Noise Paranormal, was having a bit of a conversation regarding contacting famous people, especially, you know, like, well, there's one person out there who likes trying to communicate with people who died within the first 24 hours. I won't mention his name, Steve Huff, which I think is like disgraceful. So not letting the person, you know, cross over in peace. Which people wouldn't like semi-stupid contents. So, yeah, like, I kind of disagree that, you know, you shouldn't communicate with someone, you know, who's famous, especially when they've only just died. You know, if you want to communicate with them, you know, give them at least, you know, 2 or 3 months so they've kind of like laid to rest and possibly moved on. And if they want to come through, they'll come through and talk to you. But when you got people like Huff trying to communicate with someone who's just died, you know, that's fucking ridiculous, man. That's like a joke. And, you know, to me, that's disrespectful and, you know, disgraceful, to be honest, you know, with you. You know, I used to like Huff, you know, quite a lot. I liked what he used to do, but when he bought out that SDC GhostBox, or whatever it's called, and he was in a graveyard and he turned it on and tried to communicate with a guy who has just been buried, you know, he's in the coffin. He hadn't even put it in the ground. He's like, you know, people were carrying his coffin around and Huff was saying like, "Oh, would you like to come and communicate with me? Would you like me to cross you over?" That pissed me off, and that's what kind of like made me lose interest in Huff, and that was disrespectful. And to try to communicate with someone who's only just died, no way. You shouldn't be doing that. It's a disgrace. Like even Sarah Hilton, she's saying like, you shouldn't be communicating with like famous people. It's all right, you might, if you're doing a Ouija board or a ghost box and there's, a person of a such as like a famous person comes through and starts talking to you, then that's okay. But I don't think it's fair trying to communicate with someone who is famous, like Robbie Williams, for instance. Yeah, Huff started trying to communicate with him the fucking day he died, I believe. He's even tried to contact Elvis Presley and God knows how many famous people. Right, okay, some of them died, years and years ago. But, to me, someone that famous have had like communication with the public throughout the whole lifetime, right? And I suppose when they die, they just want to like, move on and be free and left alone kind of thing. But when you've got people like that trying to like communicate with them and trying to force them to talk to them, or trying to like ask certain stupid questions, then I think that's like wrong. But if you get a spirit that is famous and and they come through and they want to talk to you, then maybe that's okay. Because I suppose there are famous people out there who probably hasn't passed on their final message. They want to say goodbye to the public or to a family member. So I suppose that may be okay. But I want like communicate with that spirit more than once, kind of thing. I said to Sarah, well, what about like, famous people, serial killers? And she said, well, that's okay, I suppose, in one way, but I wouldn't communicate with like victims. But I've actually spoken to victims. Victims have come to me and spoken to me and said like they were a victim of so and so, and their body was never found. Now, if that's true or not, we can't say because we don't know. Spirits do tell us the truth, or they can lie to us, kind of thing. But I've had spirits come to me and said like so and so, a serial killer killed them, and their body was never found, and they've given me locations, but I've never done it where I've said, right, okay, well, where did you die? Well, I have asked them where they died, but I've not said, well, like I'm going to be able to contact the local authorities of like, let's say someone was killed by a famous serial killer and their body was ditched in Silver City in the United States, and they told me roughly where they were actually buried. I'm not going to be that kind of person when I'm going to be communicating to law enforcement in Silver City and saying like I'm a spirit communication and say like I've just spoken to someone and they reckon that although it's a dead person I spoke to, their body's here, there, and whatever. Cause for all I know, that spirit could be lying, and I could be kind of like wasting police resource time as well. And I don't want to be getting in trouble for like giving out incorrect and possible false information. So when if a spirit does come through to me and say like I was a victim of so and so, and they told me where they were murdered, I'll say to them, I'm sorry, I ain't going to be able to communicate or contact the authorities because they probably think I'm some kind of kook. But if someone watches the video and they were a friend or family member of yours or something like that, or they knew you, then maybe if they feel like what I've got from that spirit is compelling information, useful information that may have not been handed to the authorities when that person went missing, then if they want to pass that on to the authorities and say like this guy, communicate with like blah, Elizabeth Taylor or whatever, kind of thing. And he states that, Elizabeth Taylor was like buried in a shallow grave on the particular river in Silverstone or whatever, yeah, you know, if someone actually sees that video and they live in that location, they want to pass it on to the authorities, then I can't stop them. And if the authorities, like, you know, decide that they want to, like, investigate and they go to that river and they find it, and great, you know, I probably might have been able to help to close, you know, put closure onto someone's, like, murder investigation. But, you know, I'm not a psychic, I'm not a medium, you know, no, I don't think I am. You know, people said, well, you are, you know, you're a psychic, a clairvoyant, medium, blah, blah, blah. If people think that, then fine, you know, I'm not saying I am. No, I can't prove I am. But I have had information given to me regarding for the spirit world, and I've passed it on to other people, you know, live stream, and they've been like, you know, wow, how did he know that kind of thing? And how, I don't know, it's because the spirits are telling me. It's not me telling you, it's the spirits telling me. So anyway, that's all I've got to say on that subject anyway. Oh, hello. No, I didn't say it was okay, Steve. I said it is still as a no. Yeah, but the thing is, you know, we'll have to have a conversation, you and me, do a live stream. Are you busy now? Do you want to do a quick live stream now if I close this one and do an open one? If I do a new stream, would you come on and have a quick chat about it? Let me know. Honeybee. Can't type in yes or no. All right. Maybe another night then, yeah. But I reckon, like, you know, I agree with you, like, you know, people shouldn't communicate with, like, famous people, especially when they've only just passed away. But you know, like, you can't stop a famous person trying to communicate with you. You know, if they are the ones who can want to communicate with you, I think that's a different matter, you know, because you can't, you know, they'll probably bug you, you know, and probably, like, try to cause some kind of activity in your home just to get you to actually communicate with them, I suppose. But I do disagree where, you know, people shouldn't communicate with, like, famous people soon as they just died, you know. You know, even a few months later, I don't think they should, you know, because they've gone through, you know, all that famous, you know, kind of stuff through their lifetime. You know, they've been interviewed, they've been, like, whatever, you know, kind of thing. And I suppose that, you know, once they die, they want to be left alone. But, you know, you never know that they might want to continue trying to, like, pass on a message to someone. Now, it is a little bit of a hard topic, to be honest with you, but I feel it's okay if they want to talk to you, but they have to come to you and talk to you, you know, and maybe, you know, whether being private or live stream, you know, I don't know if that matters or not, to be honest with you, but, you know, with victims, you know, if a spirit comes to you and says, well, I was a victim of, like, Ted Bundy or Sesame Sam or whatever, you know, and they want to tell their story, which I have had people come to me and tell me the stories. You know, I've listened to the story, but when I've asked them, like, where they died, and they've told me where they died, I've told them I can't pass that information on to the authorities because, you know, the authorities might think I'm some kind of, like, nut or something, you know, kind of thing. But, you know, I have done some research on some of the spirits that come through, and although there is been on the odd occasion where they have found a body in that particular location, they never mentioned the name. So, you know, I have had that come through, which is kind of a bit weird and crazy when, you know, you get a spirit saying, well, I was, like, found in the ditch, like, you know, on the Oklahoma River or somewhere, and you do a research and they've told you the year, and suddenly you do that research, the year, Oklahoma River, and you find that there was a female or male found in that river that particular time. And it's kind of crazy. And, like, maybe they didn't identify the body, you know, they didn't get the names and address or whatever, and the spirits told me that name and address. I don't pass that details on. You know, I may pass the name on or say the name, but the address I don't say. At least I don't think I have. But I suppose we kind of like, we all got our own techniques of like communicating spirits, I suppose. But I do disagree, like communicating someone famous or anyone, you know, who's only just died, you know, within like the first 24 hours. You know, I wouldn't do that. That's disrespectful, to be honest with you. Yeah, I know. I've just been reading your Facebook, so I can understand where you're coming from. You know, especially if it's like someone close to your family or something, yeah. But you know, I just say, like, you know, I suppose it's all down to like if the spirits want to communicate with you. You know, you may not be, you know, someone might not be in the paranormal whatsoever, and like they might have just lost someone, and that person who just died might want to try to make that communication, that contact, to, you know, pass on the message that they never got to say before they died. You know, you can't really blame someone who's been communicated by the spirit, but I suppose you can blame a person trying to communicate with the spirit who's just died within a 24-hour range, I suppose. Now, we all have our own ways of doing it, and we all have our own techniques and thoughts and agreements and disagreements and stuff like that. But no, it is a bit of a hard topic to talk about, really. But I do agree and I do disagree as well. I disagree with like trying to communicate with spirit within the first 24 hours. You know, with my father, I didn't expect to talk to my father 3 months after he died. You know, for the EVP. No, he came through his own choice. It's only because I was being tugged at the back of my shirt every night in the kitchen when I was making coffee. You know, it's like, what the hell is that? You know, I thought it was my kids mucking around, but it was never my kids. And it's only because I saw Ghost Adventures, I think it was, and I was mentioning about an EVP. I just grabbed my old Nokia E5 and went in the kitchen and done a quick EVP session. I said, like, when anyone's here trying to communicate with me, who are you? You know, what do you want? Do you have a message you want to tell me? If so, tell me that message now. And I waited 30 seconds, stopped it, took my coffee in, went into the living room, played the recorder back, and I got an EVP, Stephen, love you, son, in my dad's 100% voice. So I knew, like, you know, my dad was trying to communicate with me, I suppose, or let me know he's around. And to me, as he came through, it shows that he wanted to let me know he's around and he was willing to communicate with me. You know, because if he weren't willing to talk to me, you know, he would have probably told me on that same EVP saying, Steve, love you, son. Don't talk to me. No, don't communicate with me. But I knew he was okay with that. But it was 3 months after he died anyway. Some people say it's wrong to communicate with your family. It depends, really. You know, it depends on the person who died. If they don't want to talk to you, they won't come through and talk to you. They will, you know. You know, we all have our own ways of dealing with it, I suppose, and wanting or not to communicate with a loved one. And maybe some people, you know, in this kind of field, ain't willing to communicate with their family and, you know, loved ones. They just want them to be, you know, kind of like left alone and, you know, left in peace. Well, some people, like you know, I try to talk to my dad as much as I can, you know. So I feel like he's more of a guide, you know, like a protector as well. And if he wants to talk to me, come and talk to me. If he don't, you don't, you know. I don't force the guy to come and talk to me. But I know that he's around me quite a lot. But, I suppose we all deal with it in a different manner, you know, a different way, I suppose. And I say, you know, like, some people will probably turn around and say it's a bad idea, while other people say, well, what's the harm in doing it, you know? But you've got to be careful. But anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to go and have a little bit of a gaming session on Just the Five. And I'll probably catch you guys later on in the week. And if you're up for a chat on here one night next week, Sarah, hit me up on Facebook. We'll have a chat, girl. Okay. I looked at your profile, man. Your younger pictures. Some of your pictures are hot. Anyway, I'm going before I say anything. Anyway, yeah, I better shut up. Catch you later, guys.